breakfast. The girls are checking it out. We're having breakfast in our lovely Pyramid Hotel.
And the beds were so comfortable that we slept until 10.
So now we're having breakfast though. Thankfully it wasn't over. That was our first question, like, oh, is breakfast over? But it's all good. What are we about to do today, girls? Do you know?
Visit a couple museums and then go on a little tour.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, and look at this. My omelet's just arrived. Yum, delicious. Today we have many options, which is gonna be really fun. There's lots of stuff to do here. If you have little kids, just because we're not gonna be doing any of the things for little kids, but there is the Playmobil museum or play place. Just kind of like, probably like a Legoland, but for Playmobil. And then we just found out that there's like these thermal baths and spas, and it even has water slides like this. And that's only like 5 minutes away. So, and then there's this other town called Fürst, and it's like a big city center, I think, based on the map that we just see here. So we're not sure. We're gonna have to definitely go. We're gonna see the castle and some different things. So we're not sure exactly what the today is gonna bring, but they have like a toy museum, a train museum. There's of course the Nuremberg trial museum, the castle, and then maybe just a walk through first and see and get an ice cream. All right, off we go for a good start of a day, even though it's a late start to Nuremberg. Yes. Right now trying to go up towards the castle, and I think we went a roundabout way. Here it is right here. Came from down there, and I think there's a way to go up through the streets. So we're just going around, and then I think we'll end up going inside in a roundabout way. In case you want to see, so this is it's the Kaiserburg Nuremberg Imperial Castle, and it's literally like a city within the city. This is pretty big. Angelique's up to no good. She's trying to scare her dad. Imagine in the olden days they were coming through with horses in here. 1562 it says.
So even here they found lots of gold, and there's gold mines, and this is the gold trail, I guess you can say. It's called. Goes to Prague, all the way up to London, even.
Went down to Venice, all over Europe.
Everywhere.
Bring a picnic basket like that, Chloe.
Look at the salt and pepper things. That is so pretty.
A golden picnic basket with golden silverware. I guess you wouldn't call it silverware, you'd call it goldenware. One thing that happened back in the olden days was they really needed to make more gold because that was the currency. And so a lot of princes and people like that, they would hire people to try and reproduce making gold. But what would happen to them?
They were either like hung or like, yeah, basically
sentenced to death. It's really bad.
Yeah.
And one thing that happened is when they were trying it.
Yeah, sometimes they'll get like different inventions, like maybe some different kinds of
medicine advancements.
Yeah,
basically,
exactly.
they found other solutions as they were trying to make it. But they were never able to turn metal into gold.
Through chemical experiments.
No.
Have 4 jobs: to maintain peace and justice, and as well like control like the inter-conflict between the people, and then
to protect the city.
Yeah.
And I think these were the emperors at the time. And sometimes they would fight over their positions, so one would get murdered and killed, and just there was no DNA testing back then. So people used to murder each other.
Like what it looked like in the 1100s.
This is the 1100s.
1000.
How many steps do we have up this tower? You want to count them all?
I think it's like 320 something meters tall.
It looks like this. 96 stairs going up, and they're not little stairs either, so it's like you have to take big steps up. Are you tired?
Yeah.
This is a Volkswagen car, like an old style one, eh? So with these passes, you get to go to, I think, about 40 different museums between Nuremberg and First. And one of the things that you might want to know while you're coming here to Nuremberg is if you want to go see the underground kind of bunkers where they kept all the art from the World War II. There is a movie that explains that. I saw not too long ago. I forget what it was called, but I'll comment below what it was in case you want to see the movie too, because it's fabulous. And to go, though, you need to book in advance. So thankfully tomorrow they do have open spaces, but for today it was already booked out, and they only do one tour per day. So just important to know that. The movie is called The Monuments Men, in case you want to watch it. In the description too, if you want to buy any of the tickets to the museums and such, I'm going to put our link down below. And if you do buy your tickets through there, we do get a small little portion of the revenue. So we appreciate if you book through our link.
I'm gonna try to pronunciate this. Your house? Basically, it's a famous painter's house, so.
Let's go check it out. This is one of his paintings that he created, and at the time, people didn't really paint faces and such. And it looks really like a face, like a paint, not a face, a photo, but it's a painting.
And it's a self-portrait. I think it was the guy painting himself.
Yeah, pretty amazing. Sure. Yeah,
it's really cool.
So the paper's already wet. Okay.
Yes.
So this is going to be like the printing press.
Special paper is not from wood, it's from cotton. And this is the special sign
Wow, look at how it
from engraving in copper, deep printing. Looks like a frame. This is the plate.
Look at that, girls. Beautiful.
The symbol from Renaissance time. The butterfly.
So, we're about to show you from year to year of toys. So I had a lot of tin toys, so like tin cars, tin bank machines, toys like that. And then they have cranes, so you like pick up toys and stuff, move it around. Then more trains, and then dolls. So here are some dolls. even some creepy ones. And then you got, oh, carriages with some more creepy dolls. Like a lot more creepy dolls. A creepy man. These are like strollers and stuff. And you got teddy bears and more dolls and boats and jewels and rollerblades and stuff. 1950s, they had board games and stuff like Monopoly,
Some trucks,
toy
some
cars,
buildings.
more board games.
Now going to the
1960s,
Oh, they had Scramble. They had
more board
robot
games.
games, some racetrack. So, well, they had some Barbie.
Look at this fit guy. 1970s, let's see what they have.
So there's some
Dolls,
there is it. And then they had
more
some
puppets and
Oh, yeah, I
stuff.
remember
Muppets,
this.
the
And
Muppets.
then I see
Toy
they have some
trains.
trains. Wait, let's see it move.
It moves.
And then they have some blocks. Oh, we used to have those. And the funniest.
More Barbies.
Look at that. And then they started
Going into
Playmobil.
1980s.
So, then now they have lots of board games. They had a little Nintendo.
Nintendo games.
Okay.
Nintendo games.
My dad had all of this. He even had the castle.
This
That
is like,
is
he had the whole collection of them, and he still does.
And the 1990s.
There's Paddington Bear. Okay, let's see all these trains. Whole train city almost. Whoa, look at all this stuff. There's trains everywhere. All houses in the 1870s to the 1900s. Very old.
So we're in the 1945s, yeah. So they had toys like this. Some trucks, some dolls. And that,
Based on the war, so they can build houses and then destroy them.
but
and then
I
Nazi
can't believe they
toys.
had Nazi toys. This is from 1939 to 1940. So this is a dollhouse made in 1908. It is beautiful. First you have like the flower room, yeah, the kitchen, and like the living room. And look at that, a bed. And since they had no technology, of course, there wouldn't be a TV. It's super cool. So you spin it, and in the
Super
holes you can
fast.
see pictures. That's really cool.
They're jumping and doing flips.
So this is the best yet. Look at this house. I mean,
There's living room, bathroom, bedroom. Cool, because they're like postcards. When you look inside, they have pictures and stuff
and these are the toy cars.
that they can actually drive around, which means they have to pedal, which is quite hard. And there are bikes.
And look at that one. It's a bike scooter, and that one's made out of wood. It's really cool. I found a card house, and basically you have to build a house out of cards. That must be hard, especially if there's wind. And I want to actually show you guys some cool things. Look at these horses. You can even ride elephants, horses. It's really funny.
It's a tall horse. A lot more of them. These are like to play with.
Lunchtime, so we decided to have a typical German lunch. Veggie
Not typical.
Veggie burgers. Well, here, mayo with fries. That's something they do in Europe. Next up, we're gonna go visit the
Barrel beer spot.
beer caves. So we're actually going into like a raided bomb kind of shelter, and we're gonna go through this like gas door that they were able to lock, and it's in the center square here, so that when there was like raids and bombs and stuff going off, it wouldn't block the entrance to it. So they also used it to store all the beer. So that's where we're going right now. So right now, because this is where the bunkers were during air raids and such during World War II, literally when the planes were coming to raid the city, when they were 60 kilometers away, the sirens would go off and the people had about 12 minutes to get to shelter, but at least they had shelter to get to.
Yep. So here's that. So this is a map. You can see different like cellars underneath the town. In the year 1880, they started using refrigerators. So then lots of them they didn't have to use anymore. So then small businesses started going in the cellars and making the business inside of cellars.
How many feet are we deep again?
62, I think.
16, I think, feet. Maybe feet down here. So.
Going back up. So we're just at the 4th level.
Eiche verwendet. Das feinpolige Holz eignet sich sehr gut für die Reifung von Whisky. Neben der Holzart ist das Toasting.
Julia thought it was really cool because in the Middle Ages, did you know that
they consumed about 500 liters a year?
And not only adults drank beer, kids from morning to night, and it was just normal. And why did they do that?
Because the bacteria is way less compared to if they drank water.
Yeah,
So it's actually safer.
So included with your ticket, you can try a sample of their beers. Let's go do that right now. Strong of the whiskey, the smell was so strong. Here we go. This is their red beer, so famous for Nuremberg. Let's see if it tastes good. It's good. Square is actually reminding me right now of Brussels. So I'm not sure if you guys saw our video on Brussels, but people were sitting all around their main square in Brussels, kind of the same like they're doing here. Sitting, chillaxing, having a beer, hanging out, talking to friends. So, all right, we're about to end our day. How was it, girls?
Good.
Yeah, you had fun?
Yes.
What about you, Miss Muffet, down in the distance? Did you have fun?
Yes.
Just giving us 2 thumbs up.
Tomorrow I'll go see some more museums too before I head out.
Yes. Just so you all know, we didn't all plan to be wearing blue and white today. It just happened.
Things happen.
So, right now we're about to go in and
Trial museum.
where they did all the trials after World War II.
What exactly is a trial?
It's a court. So, when you go to court, and then you have a judge, and then he says, so you're going to learn all about that this morning. So included with the city cards, this museum is also included. And if not, the prices are €6 for adults and $1.50 for kids. Okay, so just so you know, if you do have young kids, it's a little bit much for them to take in because there's a lot of information, a lot of history, and it's a lot about, you know, the courts and what was happening during the time and everything. So it was good, but for kids it's kind of too long and too much information. So just FYI, when you go in, maybe just kind of like skim through. It's an audio guide, so you press the number and you listen to each one and you see pictures and stuff. But it was really, really informative. We learned a lot of new information that I didn't know again, so it was worthwhile going.
Okay, so we're going in the train museum, and when you come in, there's trains inside, and there's a train track. So, and they say it's a really good spot for kids to go, so.
So excited?
Yeah.
Yes. And it's also included in our museum passes too. Not the entrance. So look at that train, how cool is that? All right, let's go through the main entrance. Here's the entrance. Here's the pricing. Adults are €6, kids 6 to 17 are €3, and a family ticket is 12.
Let's see what it looks like inside. Oh, it's like a terrace there.
hop to the other side of the train. So this is the other side of this train. Okay. This is his room. Let's go slow. Whoa, it's like thrones. This is like where he would sit. 2 throne chairs almost. Oh my goodness. More seats are like thrones. A door with a mirror. Look at it! This is the beds! There's a double bed. There's like double beds in there. Look at that. How could you possibly? That'd be so cool. Oh, and this is their toilet up down there.
This would have been like the royalty train for like the kings and queens or whatever.
Do you think it's pretty fancy?
Oh, for sure.
Even nowadays, it would be considered a fancy train.
Yeah, it's like above first class.
Yeah.
Look at their engines.
You know how we used to.
To the next train. Let's see how their engines work. Oh, they have a lot of charcoal back there. This one's more modern. What do these buttons do? You're controlling the train, Chloe. It's moving. Showing that the train's moving. So we have old and new.
Which do you prefer?
That one, if it was royalty, I would go on the royalty for a chain. Then the express. This is the new train and da-da-da. Oh, man. Oh, to control the trains. Dare to push the button? I don't want to do it. Oh, the gas. Come on, push it. You push it, Chloe. Can I use your finger? That's our power. Oh, the door's shut now, Jake. All aboard! Last stop. Go on the train. Now last.
Can you say it again?
All aboard! Look at this train. This is a nice train. This is second class. Look at this place.
Should I get tickets?
I have no tickets. I must be getting off. Look it. Everyone's a different color. Green, blue, red again, green again, and then blue. Blue again. And then what's down here? Oh, it's blue.
This is their own machine, like you choose your time.
Okay, 11:14, station 4. And I'm controlling it.
Try it on.
What is it? Girls, come see these old phones. See this? There used to be something called an operator, Angelique. Listen to this. Be an operator, and then they would say, like, it would go, and then they would have to connect line whatever to line whatever, and then 2 people would talk through the lines. It's crazy, eh?
This is their communication. The development of their.
Isn't that funny?
Look at this, keeps going. And it gets to like these. And then it gets to like these. And then
The modern day cell phones.
cell phones.
This is the old TV broadcasting stations.
There's person.
And then the news person would be right there.
I'm in Egypt right now. As you can see, the story tells thousands of things.
I'm gonna write with this beautiful feather here.
I'm gonna write with this.
Let's see you go.
Okay, I'll go over. I'm gonna do it with the feather.
And you press the green button. There it goes.
Definitely need a lot of time when you come here because there's so much to see.
And you can do really cool stuff too.
Yeah, it was really fun for the kids. So this here is an image of the oldest globe. So it's pretty cool.
It was made here in Nuremberg. And it was in the same year that Christopher Columbus discovered
so
America.
they didn't have America on it because he didn't discover it yet. So. Thanks for watching our tour of Nuremberg, Germany. Please subscribe. Don't forget to give us a big thumbs up.
And comment down below where you're watching from.
And if you want more information, go visit growingupwithoutborders.com.
See you next time. Bye!